Hi, this is cybersecurity and technology expert Reginald Andre. And about 10 minutes ago, the US government just issued a ban on TikTok if it is not sold to a US company in the next 45 days. So, for your business, if you issue company phones, if you issue company laptops, computers, you're going to want to watch this video because there's some very important information about the number one app, TikTok, that everyone is using. Everyone in the US, it's a big statistic. About 23% of people, citizens in the US, are using TikTok. So you're definitely going to want to watch this video. So about 10 minutes ago, the US government said to the Chinese company that owns TikTok that if they do not sell the US portion of the software to a USA company in the next 45 days, it is going to ban and block TikTok from being used in the United States. And that's a big deal. So for those of you that don't know what TikTok is, ask your kids. No, I'm just joking. TikTok is actually it's actually the number one app downloaded ever. So think about that. It's more popular than Facebook, Instagram. It's more popular than WhatsApp, which is also a worldwide application. And it is essentially for videos. It's for 10, 20-second videos. And it's just been so popular. And the US government has said that it's great that you guys like it, but it is not secure. In fact, about 2 months ago, the U.S. government issued a memo to all federal agencies. That includes Federal Bureau of Investigation, TSA, all federal agencies, military would have to remove TikTok from their phones and have it so that TikTok was not allowed to be used on any federal computers. Now, you may be asking, why would the USA government want to do this? And it's all about security. So you see, TikTok is owned by a parent company in China. And China has a law, and I'm going to look at my notes here. China has a law that says Article 7 of the National Security Law. And what that says is if the Chinese government asks any company in China for information, they have to give it to them. In the US, if they want to ask Facebook for information about a phone or about a user, they have to go to court for it, and it has to be a valid reason. But in China, all they have to do is just knock on their door and say, TikTok, we need the information about XYZ user, and they have to give it to them. So as you can see, there's a lot of concerns about that. So I'm going to go back to my notes and give you some statistics about TikTok. As I mentioned, TikTok is the number one most downloaded app ever. 9 out of 10 people that has TikTok on their phones use it daily. 9 out of 10. To give you a comparison, if you have Facebook on your phone, there's only a 2 out of 10 chance that you use Facebook on a daily basis. So people that have TikTok, they're using it every day. 49% of teenagers have or are using TikTok actively. So as you can see, this is a very popular application. So the interesting thing about the company that owns TikTok, they're called ByteDance. And TikTok, when you install it, if you ever read that fine print, there's a few things that they tell you. And they tell you that they can collect the location, they can collect your browsing history, your search history. So you can see why the government is concerned, because if you have a military phone, if you have a federal agency and they have TikTok on their phone and they're doing secret operations, or they're going to a secret site, or they're doing anything, all of this information is going back to the Chinese government. And this is a big national security risk for the US government. And for your business, this is even more important for your business, because if you have a construction company, if you have a finance company, and your employee now decides that they're going to download TikTok because you have a policy that allows your employees to download anything on their phones, or if you have what is called a bring your own device, BYOD, bring your own device. And if you let your employees download their company emails on their personal cell phones, if you allow your employees to download things like Microsoft Teams or Dropbox or Ignite, like some type of file sharing, OneDrive, and they have TikTok, it's very possible that TikTok is taking the data off of your employee's phone, taking the data off of the employee's personal computer or corporate computer, and it's feeding it right to the Chinese government. Now, I know one time I was talking to a customer, and they were construction and they were in remodeling, and they said, well, I don't care if, they were joking. Of course they cared, but they're like, well, what is the Chinese government going to do with my information? Well, if you're in construction, you could have proprietary information. You can have a customer list. You can have patents. You can have so many different things in your business. If you're in finance, definitely you don't want the Chinese government with that sensitive information. So there's so many different things that by having TikTok on your phone, that potentially the Chinese government can then use that Article 7 and request TikTok to give them that information. And this is why the U.S. government is so concerned that two months ago that they banned all federal employees and agencies from having TikTok. So I would highly recommend, as a cybersecurity expert, that you create a policy tomorrow morning when you get to your office, and you issue a memo to all of your employees that on any employee issued cell phone, that they need to remove TikTok from their phones. They need to uninstall TikTok from their phones. And later on, maybe in 45 days, if a U.S. company does buy it and it's deemed safe, then okay, go ahead and put it back. In my opinion, you shouldn't have that on a work phone, but that's a different story. And if you do have a policy that you allow your employees to have bring your own devices, and you allow them to install their emails and their file sync and share and their chatting company chat software on their phone, you're going to have to make a decision about how you're going to do that. Because if they have TikTok on their phone, you have a very high risk of all your information going to the Chinese government. And there have been many reports where China has dealt with extortions and ransomware to companies, to competitors. So definitely you want to look into that. And as the story progresses, I'll go ahead and do another video to let you guys know what's going on. Thank you all for watching. And please, if you work in a business, you want to implement this, you want to send this to your CEO, you want to send this to your HR, and let them know that, hey, there's some sensitive information that is happening with the U.S. government and TikTok, and we want to be sure that our company is safe, and you definitely want to share them the news.